Alrighty, what's up, world? You're listening to Speakerboxx Studios, and I am Hilly, and to my right is
Pat,
and in front of him is
Sean,
and to his right is
Gio.
And welcome to another episode. What's on the agenda this week, guys?
So we're gonna try something new to start off today's episode. We want TikTok views.
Real.
Shameless.
We want shameless TikTok views. I'm not gonna lie about it, bro.
It's almost banned. Why?
Oh yeah, sorry. We want YouTube Shorts views and
Instagram Reel views.
Instagram Reel views.
And whatever the fuck else.
Fucking I don't know. LinkedIn Shorts.
Snapchat Shorts. There we go.
Pandora Shorts. So we're gonna start off with some short form content stuff to get out of the way. This will just we'll probably have some sort of link in the video of it. Where you can just skip to the actual discussion a bit later.
Yep.
But we'll just record it while we're doing this, so you can stick around and watch. If not, then you can go ahead and skip to the timestamp that Pat will probably provide later. Let's see. Which of you three wants to start?
Pat.
Damn, you just sucking said Pat. Damn, what the fuck?
Okay.
Pat,
Yeah.
I'm going to give you 4 albums. You're going to rank them in order by how many streams they have.
All right.
All right. Are you ready?
Sure.
First album on this list is Damn. The second album on this list is Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers.
So you just
Third album on this list is Good Kid, Mad City. And the fourth album on this list is To Pimp a Butterfly.
Okay.
So from the most streams to the least streams.
Most streams to the least streams. I think Damn has the most.
All right, so you have Damn at 1. What do you think? I'm not confirming or denying.
Yeah. Okay. I think I put Damn at the first. Then Good Kid, Mad City.
Okay.
Then To Pimp a Butterfly, and then Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers.
Final choice?
Yeah.
So go ahead, repeat that list one more time.
So, Damn, Good Kid, Mad City, To Pimp a Butterfly, then Mr. Morale.
All right. Do you want to start from the bottom up, or do you want to go from top down?
Oh, bottom up.
Bottom up.
bottoms up.
So at the bottom of the list for Kendrick Lamar's all-time streamed albums is To Pimp a Butterfly with 2.7 billion streams.
Yeah, I figured.
That's still high, though.
I figured as much.
At third is Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers with 2.8 billion streams.
Yep.
And then following that is Good Kid, Mad City with 5.7 billion streams. And then Damn with a whopping 8.65 billion streams.
Yep.
So
Best
Damn is the
fucking
most streamed album on that list, and then Good Kid, Mad City, and then Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers, and then To Pimp a Butterfly, which is kind of surprising to me, but I also get it.
Damn had like extreme hits that performed extremely well.
Yeah, DNA on that.
Like
you had
DNA
Humble
was
on
crazy,
that.
Humble was crazy, Loyalty went crazy,
Pride
Love went crazy.
Pride
went
got
crazy.
like a
The whole album went
super
crazy.
random boost, like in like the 2020s. Pride just got
Yeah, it did.
super famous again.
This just like oof.
All right, you two. Who wants to go next?
Hilly, go ahead.
Let this nigga go ahead because he keeps suggesting people first. So
Okay,
Sean,
just letting you know that you're going to be doing 2 of them afterwards, but they're like kind of the same thing.
okay, I'll do it afterwards. Into
All right,
this,
Sean.
Yeah, Sean.
You're going to be blind
Your
ranking
turn,
5
bitch.
rappers that I give you.
What?
Blind ranking 5 rappers I give you, 1
Okay.
through 5.
Yeah, bitch.
For the first list, or the first spot, Joey Badass. Where are you gonna put Joey Badass on your blind ranking tier or ranking of rappers?
Ooh, really bad.
I put it's funny
And
that we
mind
put
you-
Sean to do this one because he fucking
Is it-
loves.
Mind you, you cannot change your answer.
cannot change
afterwards.
Yeah, that's how the blind. Yeah.
So as soon as you put one in one spot, it stays in that spot.
Is it like what 1 through
1
1
to
through
5.
1 through 5? Ooh, okay.
So Joey Badass.
Yeah, but it's a short form content.
No, I know because it's like I don't know who's gonna.
Yeah, so that's kind of the point of blind ranking is that
I
you don't.
I want to be. I want to be.
He's like, I want to rank him, but I don't know who's coming up next on this blind ranking.
Okay.
No shit.
All
bro.
right. I'm gonna put him. I'm gonna put him at 3.
Put him at 3. Okay. Afterwards, Ice Spice.
You don't know what's coming next.
All right. I'm gonna put it at 5.
Put her at 5. So
Oh,
Joey Badass
shit.
at 3, Ice Spice at
Yo,
5.
this is gonna be really good. Watch.
Nas.
There's gonna be one curveball in this bitch. Watch.
Nas. I'm gonna put him at 4 only because.
You're
only because
fucking
I
insane.
just started getting into Nas. I'm not gonna put him at number 1.
Okay.
No, I'm gonna put him at 4.
Not even 2, nigga. The fuck.
I haven't
All
gotten
right.
into Nas like that. I'm putting him at 4.
Lil
Jesus
Yachty.
fucking Christ.
Oh fuck.
Oh, that's the fucking curveball, nigga. Well, Ice Spice should have been the curveball, but like Yachty, come on now.
Fuck.
Yeah, now you fucked yourself.
Two.
2, your number 1. We were just talking about him, Kendrick Lamar. There you go.
Okay.
Okay,
All right.
that's-
I'll rock with it.
You know,
rock with it.
you probably would have been fine if you put Nas at 2, but
Yeah, you would have been fine.
so be it. So there's Sean's official list. Kendrick Lamar, Lil Yachty, Joey Badass,
bullshit.
Nas, and Ice Spice.
Oh my lord.
I mean, switch it around. I'm not mad at it. But yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. All right, Hilly.
All right, 2 of these. Let's
So
go.
I'm going to be giving you 2 questions. You're going to the first one involves picking out 2 rappers. The second question involves picking out 1 rapper. I'm going to give you a list of 6 rappers.
Okay.
Which 2 rappers on this list does not have 10 platinum albums all time? Jay-Z, Kanye West, Tupac, Drake, Eminem, and Lil Wayne. Oh wait, I might be wrong on this. It's one rapper.
That doesn't have what?
10 platinum albums all time.
10 platinum albums?
Yes.
Tupac.
Now your final answer.
Yes.
That's incorrect. The only person on this list without 10 platinum albums is Lil Wayne. Does
Really?
not have 10 platinum albums,
That's surprising.
He has 9, so he's basically.
Oh wow.
nine.
He has
9, but he doesn't have 10, which is crazy to me. All right, I'm going to give you a different question, similar vibe, but one that is slightly different. I'm going to give you a list of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rappers in quotations.
That
Which artist on this list doesn't have a number 1 hit?
okay.
I'm going to start with Missy Elliott, Polo G, Macklemore, Iggy Azalea, T-Pain, and Travis Scott. Let me know if you want me to repeat any of those names.
Shit. I think Iggy might be the obvious one. But at the same time, I can't like sit here and completely say that because, like, Fancy was like the one song that people.
Fancy was so fucking big, dude. I
That's
feel
It
like,
was.
huge.
like
And
that shit was on
that was the
on
only
radio for,
reason
like, forever.
why she like really popped out. Besides like one other song with Ariana, and like maybe a few others, but otherwise, I don't fucking know, man.
I think I
You want me to
know.
repeat
Yeah,
the names?
Yeah. So you said yeah.
Missy Elliott,
All right,
Polo
Missy,
G,
Polo G.
Macklemore,
Mm-hmm.
Iggy Azalea, T-Pain, Travis Scott. You wanted to like do like elimination, so like who do you know for sure on this list has a number 1 hit?
Macklemore.
He has a number 1 hit, sure.
And
Oh wait, why am I giving you the answer? Fuck you.
it's like, yeah, fucking. I know him for
I
a
mean,
fact.
Macklemore's like an obvious one. Like,
Yeah, because literally
I think
fucking thrift shop.
He has 2. He has 2 of them.
Like fucking the only one that people really give a fuck about
He
thrift
has
shop.
2 of them.
I know. Like I'm just saying. Like
I just really can't hold us.
yeah, I know that too. I'm just saying. Like those 2 songs were the only ones.
He beat Kendrick Lamar, dude. He's the greatest rap artist of all
Bro,
time.
that anyway.
Ranking 0 on our
that's-
rappers list
that
is
was
Macklemore.
the dumbest shit ever. Anyway, so I already know Macklemore has one. I already know that Polo G does.
What's Polo G's hit?
If I'm not mistaken, it was
You don't know the name, but he
Isn't it a joint with Lil TJ?
no, it's
I don't know.
fuck. What was the damn
Hey,
song?
put your damn phone down,
no,
bro.
no, 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 no,
Cheater.
no. I'm literally looking
Cheater.
up the name of the
Cheater.
I thought
song.
you called him senior.
I mean,
I'm looking at my like songs. Firstly,
It's crazy.
fuck you.
You are the worst at short form content ever, bro.
Senior's
This-
crazy, yo.
hey, just know we stopped recording at 8:30, man. Just
Fuck you. Fuck. It's only 7:09. Fuck you. I think it was Bad Man that might have been his best. Like, you know what? No,
who's
so-
your pick?
Polo.
So the artist on this list that doesn't have a number 1 hit was not Polo G. Polo G went number 1 with Rap Star.
Is it Travis?
I knew it was
It
fucking.
was not Travis Scott.
Who the fuck
The
is
only
It
person on
was-
this list without a number 1 hit is Missy Elliott.
I
actually makes sense.
I kind of figured. I was gonna.
Polo G went number 1 with Rap Star. Macklemore went number 1 with Can't Hold It and Thrift Shop. Iggy Azalea went number 1 with Fancy. T-Pain went number 1 with Kanye West on Good
Yep.
Life. And then Travis Scott went number 1 with Sicko Mode and
Sicko Mode.
ZZ with fucking 6ix9ine.
That shit went number 1.
That shit went number 1, bro.
That was Kodak.
that shit went number. Oh, sorry, yeah,
Yeah.
Kodak. Sorry.
Oh,
Kodak.
6ix9ine.
Sorry, when I hear
Yeah. No, that's a 6ix9ine ass
that's a
title.
6ix9ine ass name, bro.
Yeah.
I was thinking of Fifi. Sorry, bro, and fucking Doodoo and Gaga.
Yeah. all the other bullshit ones, man. Fuck
So you want me to fucking say, dude?
Yeah.
Gumbo and Poo Poo and Pee Pee, dude. Like
The only one that I listened to was Istati. That's it.
that's fair. That I could not tell you what that
Anything
song
else?
sounds like.
I don't think I have.
I could
anything
not
else.
tell you what that 6ix9ine song sounds like. He probably says some shit on. He's probably screaming, right?
Oh no, like one of his songs that
But yeah, fucking Missy Elliott. No
didn't
number one
age
hit.
well.
No number one hit for Missy Elliott. That's
Oh
crazy.
shit!
Hey, we're back.
New person just spawned.
We birthed this guy out of thin air. And you're gonna hear a lot of squeaking in the mic unless Pat edits it out because we're gonna be passing the mic between him and Sean back and forth. If you wouldn't mind introducing yourself, new character, after you finish chewing your cookie.
What's going on? My name is James. I do a show here at WFCS called Noon Tunes every Saturday, 5 p.m. I will shamelessly plug my show every given opportunity. I'm kidding. I'm playing. But for real, listen to Monster Island Saturdays, 5 p.m. I'm just playing. I'm playing.
Yeah. So we're gonna be running. This is gonna be new for us because we've recorded like I think we said 11 Speakerboxx studio episodes now, and this is our first guest.
Yeah.
So let's do a little round of applause for our new guest. Welcome,
Thank you.
welcome, James. We're excited to have you here. Do you have any idea what we're talking about today?
No.
Awesome.
I came in blind.
All right, so
This is perfect. This is exactly what I wanted to happen.
so to catch you up to speed. Oh, so I'm just gonna tell.
Give
All
him-
right,
give
just
him
to,
a little rundown. Give him a
so
rundown.
basically to catch you up to speed. What we're just gonna talk about is what was it? Top 5.
We'll cut it down to like we'll just give 2 now. I think if there's gonna be 5 of us, it'll be 10 things to discuss. I think 10.
All right, so then
Yeah, yeah.
or 3. 3 could work.
3 might still work.
Yeah, 3 could work. All right,
3.
all right. So time
We'll
back
have
in.
you go last so that you can like Google some references.
Yeah.
But
So-
I've got some in mind already, and I
To
think
get- So to clarify, top 3 album covers that
all
you
time.
of all time that you personally like.
So
Are we talking without like genres
you
being
can go
Without
if you-
genres.
I'm going genreless personally.
Okay, John. Okay.
you could go
So
just one thing,
whatever you wanna do,
whatever you
All
want.
right, sure.
So yeah, that's essentially what we're like delving into
Okay.
this time, for the most part.
All right.
So do you want to like take some time? Do you want to?
No, I already have it in
You've
my.
already got
yeah,
3.
yeah, yeah.
Oh, so then you- if you
wanna
wanna
go
fucking
right,
work,
you want to get
okay.
right into it?
Fucking grab the mic, homie.
Yeah, I'm about that life.
Give us 3 album covers that you fuck with. Heavy.
So the first album cover that I think just went like super hard, and this is like purely based on aesthetics. It doesn't matter what the album sounds like.
Yep.
Chance the Rapper's Acid Rap. Like that was shirts for a minute. Like people who didn't even listen to Chance like had Chance the Rapper posters in their house. Like it goes so hard. It's in terms of like contemporary or semi-contemporary like music. I won't even say like hip hop. I guess number 2 for me anyway. Albums that go like super hard in terms of the like cover art. And cover art is a lost art, by the way. You know what I mean? Like people like Yachty had like an AI art thing going on. I was like, that's weird.
What is it? I forgot what band it was, but some band just got a lot of fucking heat for using AI art in their last project.
That's stupid.
Shit is
forgot who it
cringe,
was.
yo.
It's disgusting. First of all, we do not endorse any form of AI art here.
What?
Not never.
No,
I'm not rocking with AIR either.
I don't fuck with
I'm not
AI
fucking
art,
with
bro.
it.
Haley
Uh-huh.
might fuck with AI art, but Haley
No,
does not
it's
speak
like
for
to an
Speakerboxx
extent.
either.
Like, bro, like AI.
Haley likes his porn auto-generated. So.
I mean, it's more ethical that way, actually.
Whoa, whoa.
Haley likes his porn hand
Whoa,
drawn.
whoa. Pause. Corn.
Oh yeah, sorry. Cut that part out. Rewind. Haley likes his corn hand drawn. There you go.
Actually, I'll add that one to the list. I'm thinking about it. Corn
What the
Follow the Leader
Oh, there you go.
had like a really they did
That's
like
a-
4
yeah.
different versions of the same album with different cover art. That was so innovative at the time.
Pat, I hate to do this to you, by the way. I'm gonna ask you to put the album arts like above.
Oh, I can do that.
Yeah,
That's not
it'll
easy.
and there's like 4 different ones, like
Yeah,
for
so fuck
like
you,
yeah. Sorry, I was like that was actually like speaking of cover art that I thought was dope back in the day. Korn's Follow the Leader album had like 4 different, like you can look them all up. They all look different. And I gotta do a number 3.
Give us a number 3.
Number 3. I want to do something rock related, and there's like nothing striking me.
I thought your 3 was Chance.
I had Chance, Corn.
Chance, Corn.
Okay.
And
yeah, Corn 1 is 2 through 5.
all right,
And then-
I guess just because I'm like a Tribe fan, Tribe Called Quest's Midnight Marauders, like, it's like
I wonder why he has bias towards the Midnight Marauders.
I love the Midnight Marauders album. Like that shit is like the soundtrack to my existence, if I'm honest with you. And the
plug the
cover art,
Instagram. Plug the Instagram name.
no, for real. Oh yeah. By the way, plugging my Instagram name, Midday Marauder, at Instagram. Please feel free to follow, share, like. But it's like drenched in like Afrocentric like art. Like it uses like the black, green, yellow. Like is the background, and then there's like this naked being in the front cover, and it just makes me want to like power fist through the entire album.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's my 3. But I'll pass it off to Sean.
Sean, you got 3?
I got my first one.
Do you want someone else to go so you can think of 2 more?
Bro,
Nah, I think
I got 3 if you want to.
I was about to say I don't even have 3.
Haley,
I'm gonna literally
you
looking.
got 3, Pat?
I got 3.
You got 3?
Oh yeah, no, you can go. You can go.
I'll pass it to Pat and then I'll go.
All right,
Okay.
all right.
So in no particular order, I gotta put To Pimp a Butterfly on there.
Yes.
That album cover is perfect. I'm like just for the theme that Kendrick was going with. It's like it's like up there for like one of the most pro-black like picture. Like it just hits so different. I love that album cover so much.
Okay.
I guess I'd say. Let me think of the other. The Iron Flag from Wu-Tang, the one where they all got the flag. That shit is so hard, yo.
Sick, dude. So sick.
And another one because we kind of got inspired our name. Speakerboxx, Love Below from Outkast. Because I love the split.
The split is like one of the coolest parts.
Yeah, it's so cool.
It's so cool.
So yeah, those are my 3. Speakerboxx, the Speakerboxx / Love Below, Iron Flag, and To Pimp a Butterfly.
Awesome.
That was like the beginning of the end for Outkast too.
That was the beginning of the end for Outkast.
Mm-hmm.
You should have. We did a. You weren't. I don't know if you heard the episode yet, but we were doing a ranking rappers all time list last
Oh
week.
fuck.
Andre
man.
3000 is not on any of my lists, by the way.
That is somehow worse than what
See,
Haley
you
said.
see,
That is
no,
worse than what
fuck
Haley
you,
said.
fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, and fuck you.
Staying in my
So,
chair.
All right, we're gonna bring
Andre 3000 was 4th on my list.
because
He was also high on my list.
all right,
I respect both. Again, it's no shade towards anybody. This is just my opinion.
yeah, no. Where we're kind of in agreement. Like, you didn't rank him at all, but like for me, at least I'm gonna give spoilers here. I ranked him for at least we went top 25. So, Andre 3 Stacks was 18 out of all of them, and we were going based off of billboards, and then we like either rearranged them or made completely new lists.
I'm
right?
not getting into this again.
You went,
No. And I apologize for taking you guys.
No,
back.
it's good.
they were in the for both of them. He was in top 10.
Okay.
He was
Yeah.
top 10 for me.
I think Sean was.
Sean,
Yo,
pass-
you didn't have him.
Pass
Who?
James the mic a bit.
Did you have?
Sean.
No, Sean's about to speak.
What happened?
Did you have? Bro, what the fuck?
What happened?
No, I was just saying James is in the middle of talking.
Oh,
he was.
all right, bro. Anyway,
He's next to you.
I didn't know. I didn't.
bro, just like put the mic in between the both of y'all.
No, you good. But
No. I'm saying like put the mic.
He's about to say something. Yeah, fine.
No, I'm saying put the mic in between both of y'all so I'll have the
whoever
room.
needs to do it, just grab. Yeah.
Equitable usage of mic.
All right.
All right,
We're back.
So,
Hey, we're back.
Sean,
Speakerboxx.
where the fuck did you have?
He didn't have Andre.
He didn't have
I
one.
didn't have Andre.
Okay, so then both of them didn't have it. So why the fuck is it an issue for me if both of these niggas didn't have
Sean
it?
didn't even have his list done by the time we finished ranking.
That's
You're
his
a
fucking problem.
generational hater.
That has no.
Also, you live to hate.
No, I don't.
No, that's
Actually, since we're bringing this up, I have a question.
Shoot.
How do you feel about Frank Ocean?
I love Frank Ocean.
You don't say.
I love Frank Ocean.
don't say.
I love Frank Ocean.
wonder
Channel
who-
Orange is a fucking masterpiece.
I agree.
Can we swear? I'm sorry.
Yeah, you can swear.
Okay,
you
yeah.
can swear.
You
Haley-
swear.
Haley
I've,
said
I've
Frank
told
Ocean-
I've told
Haley
him
said Frank
before.
Ocean sucks.
Channel. What?
we had to walk out of the fucking room if he said that shit. I'm like, there's no way.
Wow. Yo, how, bro?
What you mean how?
How? Like, what part? What did
One of the
he do
greatest
it?
songwriters
like,
of our generation, by
He's
the way.
for real. Like, I guarantee you, he's written a song you like by somebody you like. Somebody.
Dog, I literally said the only song that you'll see me ever fucking sit here and listen to, like once in a fucking blue moon, is Novocaine. That's it.
No, but what he's saying is there are
Wow.
songs
He's
that
like-
Frank Ocean has written for other people that you probably listen to.
Yes.
Oh,
Probably.
I get if he's written songs for other people. Plenty of others fucking do that. that's no problem. But that's not
Baby
his.
Keem wrote to Pippa
His,
Butterfly. That is true.
but his own shit, like his own
You
shit.
just
his
don't
own
like to cry,
stuff.
and that's fine.
I'm just wondering if it's
Okay.
a specific Frank Ocean song you heard that made you be like, nah, I don't like this shit.
He don't like all that soft stuff. He like Novocaine. Like,
I know. I'm just wondering what
Fucking good
particular.
fucking
If
mom.
I
there's-
don't mind. Do you know how many do you know how much shit I listen to? I have like over 4,000 fucking songs on my damn
none of them
Spotify.
are
right. So what?
Like, I have a lot of shit just for like that aren't only just fucking hip hop.
and you
know?
aren't being attacked, at least not by me.
I'm just.
you're not.
Nigga, I was
I'm-
attacked last week by
I'm
all
just,
three of these
I'm
niggas.
just curious about what particular Frank Ocean songs you heard that
Don't
were
bother
like.
Sean. He's looking at album covers right now
Yes.
because he didn't know what we were doing.
Where I'm still looking and I'm arguing with y'all motherfuckers.
When,
All right.
just when did like Frank lose you following?
That's what
Novocaine?
I'm
'Cause
wondering.
That was like his break, like a tornado came through your room the other day. You weren't.
I did not like that song.
No.
Oh, okay.
All right, you know
Fucking like I had pyramids
A
on repeat.
potato
That's what I'm
for a
saying.
Pyramids,
roll.
like,
No.
Pyramids is literally one of the best songs ever made.
I had
Ever
pyramids
made.
on.
So what?
repeat.
How does that song go? Like
It's a
pyramids.
10-minute song.
It's a
with,
10 minute song.
9 minutes
fucking
and 52 seconds exactly. I would know. Like,
Damn, nigga,
yes.
what the fuck?
Matter of fact, go ahead, look it up right now.
Look it up,
in case
it's-
y'all-
I'm pretty sure he's right.
I
I'm like
promise you.
99%.
Pyramids.
Yeah.
Pyramids by Frank Ocean. You sit
It
and you
is
listen to that.
9 minutes.
Don't
and
say
52
anything for 10
seconds
minutes until you're
of
done listening to
fucking
that.
genius.
That. Oh yeah, it is 9:52.
Well,
I know the timestamps for a lot of songs, but like it is like it's beautiful.
It's
It
a
really is.
masterpiece.
Back to the album covers. We that's in signature Speakerboxx manner. We start a topic and then we just completely
Jump,
forget what
yeah.
we're talking about for like
That's fine.
15 minutes. I'm gonna give you my 3 album covers now. The first album cover that I thought of for like greatest album covers of all time, one of my favorite rap hip hop album covers ever, is The Roots Things Fall Apart.
Ooh,
Ooh, that's such a good cover. That's,
The Roots Things Fall Apart is one of the most like heart-wrenching, hard-hitting covers I've ever seen. For a fucking fantastic album too. Like forget just the album cover. That entire thing is like probably perfect front to back. The next one I have is Nevermind by Nirvana. Everyone knows Nevermind by Nirvana.
Yeah. That's iconic.
It's like the rock album cover to know. Hilly's making a face at me, which is telling me that Hilly, it's the baby.
Oh right.
come on, dog.
What's funny about that is that like I had that same conversation with Gia like last week because
About the Nevermind baby.
yeah because I forgot what the fuck it was and then she was like, oh yeah, no, it's the baby. I was like, oh yeah.
By the way, the baby is 95 years old now. Do you feel old yet? No,
95
No, I'm
years
playing.
old.
I'm playing.
I'm about to say, bro. That baby's like 30.
95 years old.
baby-
Baby's like
has-
Hilly's age.
That
bro.
baby has a mortgage, but
That baby has a mortgage.
I'm not the oldest in the room.
Oh my
right
god,
now.
he's not the oldest in the room anymore.
Presently, no.
Round of applause for the new oldest in the room.
Yo.
No, he still is. He still is. He still is.
Right? Mentally, he's still
I've
is, yeah.
outlived mad people,
That
but
is He was there when Kennedy got shot.
I did.
He did? What do you mean
Did
you
it?
I
did?
mean,
Wait, what do you mean you did?
wait, cut that shit.
You gotta get rated, bro.
All right. So yeah, Nevermind by Nirvana. I don't even listen to it all that much anymore. I used to listen to it like a lot like, when I was like 14, 15, but that album cover sticks in everybody's mind. Even in Hilly, who just forgot it, just remembered it because I said the baby. It's the album cover. And then my choice,
Fucking baby in the pool.
I mentioned earlier before recording to Pat and Sean that I was gonna have a Kendrick Lamar album on here. He chose a different one from what I chose because I actually chose Good Kid, Mad City's album cover, but I didn't choose the deluxe version. I chose the original version with the blacked out eyes because I don't know what it is about like album covers where they put people on there and then they black out their eyes. I
so
love
hard.
album covers like that so much.
Mm.
The last single I put out has a photo of me and AJ with it where our eyes are blacked out. Something about like, you know, this family photo that Kendrick puts up is like, it's so raw. I just love shit that's like raw and honest and vulnerable. Those are my type of album covers. And that's why I did with the fucking last one I put out. I had someone right over my chest. I fucking love shit like that. So yeah, The Roots Things Fall Apart. Nirvana's Nevermind, and then Kendrick Lamar's Good Kid, Mad City, but not the deluxe, not the minivan.
I like the minivan. That's wild.
I love the minivan. Don't get. I fucking love the minivan. I just the non-deluxe one does something to me, man.
Yeah.
I rock with that.
All right, Sean, you got something? You look like you had something to say.
Yeah. My first one, I'm gonna go with Michael Jackson, Thriller.
Michael, it's
Because
classic. It's
that one,
iconic. image.
Iconic.
when I finally bought like the actual CD, I felt like the richest man in the world. Just looking at that cover, like it's so tough. The second one, obviously, Kendrick Lamar, Pimp a Butterfly. And my third one, I'm gonna go with the Slim Shady LP.
Ooh,
One with the car.
Yeah, the one with the car.
on the pier.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like that.
I think like that image just perfectly captures like the entire tone of the
entire-
album.
His entire Slim Shady persona is like
Yeah.
you really put into like that one image. So what was it? It was
Michael Jackson Thriller, Kendrick Lamar Pimp a Butterfly, and Slim Shady LP.
there you go.
Okay.
All right, old man, what you got working with us?
All right, fuck you. Firstly. Secondly, put that fucking mic in between both of y'all.
Look, whichever one of them wants to talk, just
Also,
grab the mic.
it's not
Speak
a-
up because he's quieter speaking away from you than you are speaking into it.
Yeah,
You go podcaster now, motherfucker.
for real.
Podcast.
Podcaster.
All right, you're 3.
Pause.
3.
Time
Three.
in. 3 is 3001 Elaced Odyssey. Flatbush Hansi.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
I like the cartoon design. I didn't like years ago.
With the like
What-
Cerberus dog and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So like years ago, I did not actually like Flatbush like that. Mainly because I wasn't really like too into them, like into like their style and whatnot. But then like years later, when they like made more shit, then I started listening. That's when I like really started looking back at them.
Who's your favorite?
Uh,
If it ain't Michi, it's wrong, but go ahead.
Yo.
what?
If it ain't Michi, it's wrong, but go ahead.
I mean, like, yeah.
Okay,
Dark skin
alright.
me too.
Yeah.
Because he's literally the best. He's
Yeah.
fucking. But point being is like, yeah, like I fucking like the cartoony vibe of it and all that extra shit. Second one, this is in no particular order, by the way. Home Court Advantage Volume 2, Marlon Craft. Because
He's a big Marlon Craft guy.
I just love the fact that like he used like Street Volume 2's cover art as an inspiration for it, and just like made it like a video game aspect of it, and just like it had everything, like the full look down, and it looked fucking amazing. And like he has the whole jersey and whatnot, and like outfit from Julia Serving and whatnot, and that fucking thing. And then the third one, I'm not gonna lie, I'm just gonna pick this out of my ass, because I
You
couldn't.
couldn't just say pluck it out of thin air, like, pick from random.
It's just gonna come out of thin air.
Gonna come out of my ass.
Pause. Free podcast.
I'm just gonna say
Frank Ocean's blonde, yeah.
no. Definitely not a Frank Ocean one. I can tell.
Okay, yeah, definitely it's great to be. Okay, yeah.
Because who the fuck wants to sit here and look at the nigga just fucking the entire
Me,
time?
bro.
Me, the fuck?
Fucking colorful ass hair.
Yeah, it's hard.
All
Now
right,
pick
what's
your third one,
album,
Hunk.
bro? Say your third album.
He said I'm offended by your.
Pick it out of your ass.
vulnerability.
I'm not offended by vulnerability.
Pick it out your ass.
Vulnerability.
Pick
Jesus.
your third album.
I get you.
Out your ass.
The Incredible True Story.
Okay.
Is
Yeah.
that the one where he's like manning
Space,
the,
yeah.
the spaceship?
Or he's
I
man
like
in the
that.
spaceship.
That
I
is-
just
Shout
like,
out to Logic.
yeah.
My coworker thought his name was Magic for a while. Shout out to Alex. Shout out to Magic. Shout out to Magic.
Shout out to Logic though. Seriously, Logic's covers are spot.
They're always hard.
They are
like,
pretty hard.
I
They
forget
are.
what the album is
I
called.
love Everybody
What's
as
the
well.
What's the album where the Suicide Hotline song is on it?
Everybody.
Yeah, that album cover is like the fucking big ass like Roman style.
Where yeah,
paintings.
no, it's the whole like depiction of like the Last Supper and all the extra stuff.
Super
yeah.
cool. Yeah, shout out to Logic. He does always kind of deliver on his album covers.
Album covers, beat selection.
If only like he could do like
Everything else.
everything.
I don't.
Yo,
yeah, I can't.
ass-
I can only do like
asshole.
so much of like his like double time like I need a story or like I wish he had something else to like elevate that. But he's an amazing producer.
Yeah.
Sorry, Logic.
It's not even him that
It's too bad
produces.
he's
Well,
not
I mean,
gonna
like
go, like,
sometimes he
Logic,
does.
the producer.
I also know that at some point during his album, he's gonna remind me of stuff that I already know. Like he's gotta let you know that
He's
one of his,
biracial.
yes.
I'm biracial.
Yes.
Bro, it's not, bro. It turned into a whole fucking joke only because.
He said in the most serious manner on like one
Yes.
of his last albums that he had the blood of the slave and the master.
The bastard.
That was in everybody.
You know who never say some shit like that?
Who?
Drake wouldn't even say no shit like
Never.
that. J. Cole wouldn't say no
Never.
shit
It's
like
so
that.
cringy. It's like that girl who's
because
like,
he's not, because well, J. Cole isn't mixed like him, yeah.
What do you mean? J. Cole's mom is white as hell. Like,
Oh, she is.
like German white. Like,
yes.
I didn't know
Yes.
that.
J. Cole is so on code that you forget one of his parents. No,
that's the thing though. J. Cole is like so entwined.
But,
with,
like, he'll say
and
some shit that's,
proud of
like-
being black. Like you don't even. Some people don't even realize that his mom's white.
But like that's the thing though. It's like even though like he still says like random shit like here and there.
It's just crazy to me that like Logic is like as mixed as like the next like mixed guy, but somehow is just like way whiter than all of them.
Bro, it's just that like over his like earlier career, it's just like people always made it a thing. It's like, oh, he's not a good rapper because of the fact he's white. It's like, oh, you're just a guest in the game. Like you're not in the game.
But
Like,
Eminem went through the same shit and he didn't let that
Mac
stop
Miller?
him.
but no,
Mac
but
Miller?
here's the difference though. It's like, bro, like
Mac
it-
Miller was less white than Logic.
Mac,
Oh,
I don't like Mac Miller either.
Okay, no, we're done. Episode over. I'm so sorry, James.
Yo, that's all
Episode's
good.
done.
Damn.
Bro, what?
And the episode ended just like that. That's
No, it didn't. It didn't. It didn't.
Mac Miller slander, bro.
That's not slander. I'm just saying I don't like Miller. I mean, R.I.P. I mean, it's still. I mean, like
Power Mac Miller for sure.
R.I.P. Mac Miller, but you know.
Why?
And the conversation of defending Logic is kind of crazy, yo.
That's what I'm saying.
Why?
And you were entitled. I'm
Everyone's
James,
everyone's
don't-
entitled to
don't
their
feed
opinion,
into
but
this,
why?
bro.
I'm sorry. What?
Why?
No. Before
I said no. Like you said, everyone's entitled to their opinion.
Yeah,
but why?
But why?
I don't like his fucking music.
That's crazy.
I'm
What have
gonna
you
why?
listened to by him? We had we had a whole episode dedicated to like picking at Hilly's brain.
I was not an early Mac Miller adopter. I will admit.
Really?
I-
You weren't
No, no,
big
no,
on
no.
like kids like
No,
Kids.
I liked that he used the Lord Finesse beat.
KIDS. Is that what
Yes.
you want me to say, bro? The acronym kids.
No, I like that he used the Lord Finesse beat for Kool-Aid and Pizza. That was cool. Kool-Aid and frozen pizza. I thought that was amazing. I really liked that. I gravitated towards that. I didn't come back until Divine Feminine though, if I'm honest.
Divine Feminine and Faces, like
Yes.
Ooh, faces.
Good AF,
Faces,
dude.
Yeah.
Where the fuck is Kool-Aid?
Circles and Swimming might be my favorite like 2-part album like combination like ever, dude. And like it hits so much different when you take into account like everything he was going through and like his death. Like
Yeah.
weird Mac Miller tangent that's gonna go on, but like man, it's still not easy without Mac. Rest in peace, Mac Miller, man.
Absolutely. I like Mac Miller because what drew me to Mac Miller ultimately was he does something that like a lot of white rappers don't do. Like he doesn't try to like he's never trying to prove that he's more black than everybody else.
Right.
You know what I mean? I'm sorry, not to say that you can act black or act white, whatever. Everyone's unique and nuanced, and I'm not trying to offend anybody. I'm just saying like Mac Miller does something that the Beastie Boys were successful at, where you still know they're white. You know what I mean? Like
They embrace it.
yes. Like I heard Marlon Craft like 4 times before I saw him, and I was like, wait, him? What? You know what I mean? Like I felt deceived. I was like, yo, what?
Like his dad's Jewish.
Yes, I was like, what's going on here? Or like the 3rd time I heard Logic. No, I'm playing. But
Half of Logic.
half of Logic. I'm sorry.
Half of Logic.
Sorry, Logic. The Logic slander ends
Sorry, Magic.
here. The Logic slander ends here. But no, I like that about Mac Miller. R.I.P. Mac Miller.
Rest in
seriously.
peace, Mac. I mean, that's a conversation that I've brought up before with like I just sent these guys like a remixed No Role Models. I'll show you that when we're finished up here.
It was tough.
It was
Like,
tough.
it was really tough.
One of the things I commented on, like, if I get canceled for this, like, so be it. But like growing up, like like for a really long time, like I was convinced that like I had to talk blacker to like kind of get people on my side and like this whole idea that you have to like man up and like speak the way you don't usually speak in front of people because they'll perceive you differently if you speak any differently. And I think there's definitely a conversation to be had about like the lyric I say is like white kids using AAVE is like Hoping maybe the AA can stand for ME.
I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna need you to break that down for me.
I like that.
Huh?
I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna need you to break that down.
AAVE.
African American vernacular English, like the way
The way that
they used to call it Ebonics, but decided to give it an actual.
Yes.
an actual
Okay,
thing
so
that
say-
like
say the
didn't
lyric
sound
again?
racist as fuck.
Say the lyric again.
White kids using AAVE, hoping maybe the AA can stand for ME. ME as in me.
Me,
Doesn't
my vernacular English.
Like
the way
I want
am.
to take your vernacular and your culture
And like,
and your,
I'm gonna be upfront. Like growing up in Connecticut, I knew mad. It's fucking crazy because it's Connecticut. I knew mad fucking kids, mad white kids who would speak with AAV, and I'd be like,
That's that town. That's that motherfucking town.
that is very particularly the town I live in.
Now I think we did bring it up in an earlier episode because for me, like I was coming up, I was raised. I lived on the south end of my city. I went to school in the north, so all the white kids were in the north. So I went to school with like primarily white kids. My whole like elementary was until I left, and I went to, the school on my side. Then I started going to school all the black kids, and I started seeing the other half because in my school we didn't really teach anything about Black history. All we knew about was like Martin Luther King and George Washington Carver, and that was it. We didn't know anything else. And then when I get back to the other side, then I started seeing like I heard the N-word for the first time, and then I started seeing the other side of it. And I was like, oh.
So I heard he was like, oh jeez.
real though. Now also I started picking up on it, and then now I'm like,
You
saying,
pick up on it fast, and
yeah.
I was raised in Southside LA, and like all my friends were Mexican and black, so it's like, as a kid growing up, like I was like 12 years old, I was picking up the shit these kids would say, and like, it just gets drilled into your head. And, my older brother spoke like that, and it's like it's kind of like it's a culture shock when you realize that like, I'm gonna be upfront and say it's like that's just not how white people and people who aren't black should talk, and it's like. It took me a really long time to kind of get out of that mindset that like I had to sound like fucking I had to sound gangster to sound cool in front of people, and it's like a real issue that like is constant and like true with like these fucking like these white kids, man. Is like they love taking AAV and making it their own shit, which is like crazy to me.
I'm gonna take this in a crazy direction. Actually, you can go. I'm gonna say it's a bit long. You can go.
I think you might be heading in a similar direction because I feel like there's also like internal enforcement. Like as a black person, you can sometimes run into a situation where somebody's like, "You talk white," and you're like, "Do I now? What does white sound?"
Oh my god, dude! Chris and I will get into this next week. I know if I mention it. This phrase is gonna trigger literally all 5 of the people in this room, and I feel like everyone's gonna know when I say it. You guys are so well spoken,
Oh, I remember that shit.
I hate that.
You guys are all so.
Listen.
You guys are all so well spoken.
I like coded racism so much.
No, it gets funny once
How
you
do I
like
make
really
racism cool?
because like, bro, I go to fucking college. How else am I gonna sound? Like I know words, nigga.
Like I may not have read a fucking dictionary, but like, god dang, bitch, I
Speakerboxx
fucking
Studios quote Hall of Fame.
I know words.
no words.
like.
But the tangent I was gonna go on is connected to that. I personally think I liked Drake more before he started trying to have to really force that he was black and like prove and talk like a game. Drake's not hard. Like Drake's not like that. And he never was at any point.
I mean, like, we have a motherfucker that literally says that, and then you have like 2 other motherfuckers prior to that said that. Well, one unsuccessfully did that, the other did, and then the other just fucking murdered him. So
They not like us.
I blame Meek Mill actually.
Wow.
It's Meek Mill's fault.
No, it is kind of Meek Mill's fault.
Meek Mill tricked Drake into thinking he was hard.
How the fuck do you lose a diss? Meek Mill is an extremely talented rapper with battle rapper experience. How the fuck you lose a soft ass Drake? Seriously, it makes even though yes, Drake had ghostwriters with that, but like.
But Drake is also
Like back to back was huge, bro.
Yeah.
back to back was the only fucking thing that fucking mattered in that entire beef. Otherwise, everything else
Yeah, I mean,
fucking sucked.
if he didn't drop back to back, I think that like that would
Literally, fucking charging up was so ass. Whatever the fuck Meek Mill dropped was fucking ridiculously ass.
But Meek
Then
Mill
it
was
fucking-
the shit though at some point. So it's like I can't believe he went out like that.
Meek Mill was like meh as fuck for like ages. Right?
okay.
No. listen. No, I'll fucking sit here and do it.
You ever hear like Meek Mill's like OG freestyles from the dude?
I'm about to say
like
that dude was
19,
talented. He's
Like, that
talented.
dude, that dude knew how to
You talking
fucking
the same dude
spit,
that did
yo.
Dreams and Nightmares?
Right.
The same dude that made the song that nobody fucking remembers
Speakerboxx timeout.
the lyrics except for that one part.
I
okay,
know the
then.
entire. I can do the entire song "Dreams Like It" right now.
Without looking at anything right now.
Speakerboxx timeout.
Wait,
Before you start doing dreams and nightmares, James has something to say.
I was gonna go in the exact opposite direction though.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
I thought we were still talking the topic about the code switching.
No, I was gonna follow up
Yeah.
and say that I feel like Drake could be soft, hard, whatever. It doesn't matter. Pause. Retroactive pause for that statement. But Drake is one of the most battle-tested artists
Yeah.
of this era. Whether you like him or not, look at the list. Common was the
Yeah, he
first
did have a
person
lot
he
of
had beef on wax with. Common is not a joke. That guy is a top tier MC. Pusha T's on that list.
You got
Meek
bodied
Mill's
that
on that list. Whether he got bodied or not,
He still
he entered the ring when I guarantee you half these rappers, half Kendrick drops his control verse. Joel Ortiz responds. A few other people respond, but nobody really went at Kendrick in his career. And he's one of the best artists of this, undisputed, I think, at this point. So respect
would
to.
have loved our list, man.
Again, I'm not a Drake fan by any. Again, I'm not a Drake fan by any.
No,
stretch.
he's definitely more battle tested than Kendrick. That's
for sure,
objectively
for
true.
sure, for sure.
But like when you look at the like battle tested, but like look at the battles themselves. Besides,
Meek.
huh?
You beat Meek.
Which is a pretty. I'm not gonna like sneeze at that. That's a pretty big victory right there. It
Pusha
was.
had to nuke him with a child rumor.
Because if Pusha T didn't announce his child, I don't think it would have been as clean cut as it is now.
That'd have been a draw or something.
I don't know about a draw because even then it was kind of like
Pusha just has coke bars. No disrespect.
no. Of course he does. Of course,
I
but
think
like
the only rapper that actually really beat Drake, like without even any new information or anything, is Kendrick.
Yeah.
That's the only one I can say he had like a really clean victory.
without any new
Well, there was the
information?
whole daughter thing
But that nobody cared about that because they can't even prove it.
because they have more people cared about the whole like
Yeah.
you're a pedophile.
All Kendrick said was things that Drake is being accused of for years. He didn't even give any actual like concrete allegation. He just hinted at something we were all talking about for years and still won the beef. But everybody else had to put out some. If Pusha T didn't announce that Drake was hiding a son, he wouldn't have won that beef as easily as he did.
Yeah.
I think he still would have won.
He would have won for sure, but like it wouldn't have.
That impact.
It would have that impact because like even if Meek Mill were to beat Drake, looking at how Drake's like just has so many hits, he would have been fine anyway.
And go back to our album covers conversation. Talk
Yeah.
about that fucking image of the image of Drake. was-
No, you see that image right there should have ended anything. Honestly, like how do you even have a career in hip hop with the image like that? Like that's so embarrassing.
Rick Ross.
the image of Drake with
blackface
blackface.
yeah.
Rick Ross. That's
I
literally
I think it's pretty clear
for the
that
most
hip-hop-
part.
Hip-hop don't really care about image.
Nope.
Not anymore.
Not anymore. No. I'm of the firm belief that like hip hop has lost like any ounce of shape.
They found your ass with blackface in the early 2000s. Your career, you're done. You are done. Like there's no coming back from that.
I forgot who the fuck it was. Like I think last year or within the last 2 years, right? It was a duo of like I forgot what fucking rappers. They're fucking garbage anyway. But like they didn't personally supposedly want to do the music video that they had, like the producers said and whatnot. But I guess to them, according, their producers wanted them to sit here and like dress like slaves and they're like upbeat, up tempo music video.
Oh no.
And like make it seem hype as fuck.
I think I know who you're talking about.
I forgot.
I just can't put the name.
I forgot. It's two motherfuckers when they were in the music video dressed like fucking actual slaves, and legit, like they sat here and they released the music video. I'm like, bitch, how the fuck do you let it happen if you like it stops at you? Because if you don't feel like it, and the producers feel like it. Then there's a disconnect. You can stop that shit before it fucking drops. You can tell them, no, I'm not doing this shit. But y'all motherfuckers released that shit anyway.
And ran with it.
Yeah, right.
And ran with that shit. And the next thing you know, when you get called out for it, now you get looked at like, oh, it was the producers, man. They wanted us to sit here and dress like that and, dance and all that extra shit. Like, you know damn well you probably could have more than likely stopped that shit. I'm not joking. I forgot who the fuck it was. It was funny as fuck. Like seeing how stupid it was, and then the backlash afterwards. And I was just like, damn. And then I just kept scrolling on my feed because it was like that's it. It literally popped up on my IG feed one day. I was like, that's fucking interesting. Then I saw the after results of it. I'm like, and then I saw the explanation behind it, what they were fucking like trying to like defend themselves and whatnot versus their producers or whatever the fuck was controlling the fucking music video. Nope. Nobody was buying that bullshit.
Wow, that was what a tangent. I don't even know how we got here. The code switching thing.
Yeah, the reason is this connects back to the code switching. The reason why I mentioned Drake in the first place is because looking at the way Drake talks now versus how he started his career is completely different, and I think that it's not fair that he felt pressured into changing the way he talks because he should have been accepted for how he was. Because like, I think Drake became like almost like forced by the image of like what a black rapper has to be like and sound like to be like fully accepted. Mm-hmm. So I think he should have been allowed to like maintain his like original persona when he first started out.
But which Drake are we talking about though? Because like I also and I like I feel like there's a lot of ignorance about, and I'm not accusing you or anybody present of this, but I think there's a lot of ignorance of like culture in Toronto. Like there's a lot of Caribbean culture there.
Yeah.
There's a lot of British influence culture there. A lot of the words they use we don't use. Like what up, Crody? You know what I mean? Like if that guy showed up with his October's what was his first
October's very own.
October's very own. If he dropped like that and he was like, "What up, Crodies? I've got some bangers for you." Would he have like the packaging in America is so important. You know, like more important than the message itself. At times, you know what I mean?
No, yeah, so especially when he first started. Yeah,
I think like, and again, he's not a rapper who turned into an actor. He's an actor who turned into a rapper. Mm-hmm. This is just another role. So he's like we're watching. Like you see it as an album. I see it now as like
it's closer to a project than
it's method acting.
I think that's the biggest,
yeah.
I think that's where I have an issue. Is like all authenticity in hip hop has kind of dissipated. It's gone. Yeah. The guy that I was gonna mention is I haven't even listened to any of his music. I've only heard the accusations of him. I heard Tyler the Creator spoke about him a while ago. Ian.
Oh, Ian. Yeah, that.
I think he's from Atlanta, right? I think is where he's from.
I think so. You guys, y'all ever heard the TikToks on Magic Johnson?
There's this white kid named Ian. It's gonna like the thing is like this has already been beat like a dead cow, so I won't go too far into it. But he's just this guy where a lot of people accuse him, I think, of sounding like Future.
He raps like Gucci Mane in them, and it's like, bro, you're.
I don't know who the fuck that is.
And like Tyler the Creator spoke out and was like, yo, like y'all keep making dudes like Ian famous for talking black because he sounds like black rappers that you like.
Yeah, the only one that unless this is Ian, I don't know, but like the one that like sounds like that supposedly sounds like Lil Baby, like talking about like he copies his cadence and flow. And
I think that might be Ian you're talking about. We'll play some we'll find some Ian stuff.
I can play a clip real quick.
Well, just fuck the other.
I mean like
see an image.
That's like a big thing is like especially for artists like
that is not who I'm talking about.
Okay, perfect. Just as an artist myself, it's like I'm a non-black artist who does hip hop. Like that's just how it is. And for a really long time, I was like really only making music that I thought would sound good, and I realized that like in my head, I kind of tricked myself into thinking that like you gotta sound gangster to sound good. Like all my old shit like is where I try to sound like fucking like hood as fuck. Is like I listen back, and I'm like, who the fuck is this?
Yeah.
And like when I put out the new shit, like I think to myself, I'm like, rap like yourself, it's like, and avoid this whole like character, this persona that you put up, because I think that's what a lot of music is nowadays, especially. It's just like people will never put themselves out authentically. They will make characters that will stick with people and have them remember them forever. The Weeknd's Red Suit, you got like Chappell Roan is another huge example. Her entire character, like that's not even a real name. Chappell Roan's not even a real name.
No
like,
shit.
And like it's a whole character that she puts on. I mean, more respect to you, but like. She acknowledges that it's a character that she puts on, which is like the realest shit anyone could do. And for the longest time, I feel like people are convinced that like you need to make these characters and come up with these people that stick outside of like putting yourself out there authentically. I think Tyler the Creator, even though he's a phenomenal artist, is another person who's guilty of doing the same thing.
Damn straight.
Igor was a character. Flower Boy was a character.
Goblin Tyler was a
God-
character.
Goblin Tyler was a
Goblin
character.
Tyler was a-
That man did not exist.
I don't know about that being a character per se. Like I think like
thing is, I
like
think
he
it's-
grew as a person, but that nigga was just that nigga was authentically himself.
Yeah, you're right.
at that point in
Let me take
time.
that back. I mean, I apologize. I just mean like the closeted homophobia is what caught me off guard initially.
And then after that, when he like sat here and it was like, you know, I said, you know, I'm me, you know, and then after that, started making other shit.
Yeah, it's like if
And
I were
were,
to,
like
if I were to
cherry-
call out one of the big things, like my biggest issues with like just music in general is just like, you know, what happened to authenticity? You know, what happened to people like speaking their truths and like speaking their mind? And I know I'm sure that I would get spammed in the comments about, oh, so and so always puts out their real selves, and this person does that. It's like, okay, but like if you're talking about like top of the top, like, you know, top guys, that, you know, top of the charts, like I feel like most of them are like characters that are being put on by suits who are telling them to do what to do. It's being put on by the fans who tell them what and how they should be behaving. Which fan culture is something that I will not even dive into because I have a way bigger issue with fan culture than anything. And I think that like we've kind of lost, especially in hip hop, because hip hop's its own. My issue with it being in hip hop is more my issue than it being with like pop or like rock.
No, yeah, because
Hip hop is built off of authenticity and
Yeah.
honesty and like raw like vulnerability.
I think a lot.
I don't know
of
about complete, like, yeah, authenticity, but at the same time, you have to also
I think some of
understand.
my favorite Tupac lyrics ever are like him being fucking straight up
But
and
like,
badass.
yeah, you also have to understand the authenticity also comes from other shit as well.
I don't. Oh god, and I'm sorry, I didn't mean.
No, that's pretty much it. It's like,
Oh,
yeah, because like
I-
hip hop just fucking samples
I-
all the other shit from different shit.
I don't think that we make a distinction between what is hip hop and what is rap enough. And there is a difference. So like I think that like I don't view Drake, for example, since we were talking about him, as like a hip hop artist. I don't even really consider him an entertainer.
I can agree.
I don't
with
consider
that.
that nigga a rapper at all. No.
Rap elements. He's a rapper for sure. Lots of people can be a rapper, and you don't have to be authentic to be a rapper.
No, you don't. Yep.
Not at all. That's a character.
It's purely
Yes.
technical.
It
Yeah.
was created by the machine. You know what I mean? The record label, whoever told you to wear whatever you're wearing, you know, date whoever you're dating, sound however you sound.
Yeah.
You know, they even tell you when to drop your album and what songs to put on it. So maybe you had a vision for an album and then some guy in a suit was like, nah, we're doing these 13 songs. And that's you. You know what I mean? Or like the Drake we were originally given. I bought that guy. I thought he was cool with the pea coat and the fade and the little part. I was like, okay, he dope. He probably from Chicago or something. I didn't know anything about him. But I bought that image, you know, and he's evolved into, you know, who he is now, to maintain his longevity, which is important too, because you can't use the same package forever.
Yeah.
You have to
He's the greatest chameleon in entertainment history.
For sure.
Damn.
I think there's better. I think he's the greatest contemporary chameleon because if you look at other people who are successful, like we never go at least not now. Like Jay-Z is considered one of the GOATs, but if you look back, he was a chameleon. So like,
No, he was biting everybody.
yes,
Respectfully.
and
he
you
was biting
respectfully
everybody.
biting.
Yeah.
Like Biggie dies, you sound like Biggie. Big L dies, you sound like Big L.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like anybody you're around too long, you've now employed that stuff, and he was riding waves. Like there's nothing you can say Jay-Z created that's trending. He even looks like Basquiat right now, and nobody says
Yeah, no, for
he
real.
looks
No,
like
yeah.
John Michael Basquiat.
Yeah.
No, 50 called him out on that
with
shit.
the hair and everything.
He was like in one. I forgot what fucking interview he did. What's it called? He literally called him on and so he was like, "Oh, yeah, he looks like that gay painter." And it was like,
To be
"Oh,
fair
yeah, it's
though,
Basquiat."
50's not really the best person to be saying that.
Bro, but like it's
His whole persona
He's authentic as
erotic
shit.
gangster. Like
true.
That's his whole persona. Like the all these women.
I don't know about like
that's his entire persona.
I don't know like entire persona. Like
Name 150 song that does not fit that persona.
Candy shop.
so what
I'll take you to the candy. That's some sugar daddy music.
Nigga,
I'll take you to the candy shop.
I was about to fucking say. I was literally about to fucking look up this thing and fucking let's see. I would probably
most
say
part, you're
something off of Curtis. I'd probably say like my gun go off.
I think the thing you brought up with like the whole hip hop rap thing is like it's kind of like the whole every square is a rectangle, but not every rectangle is a square.
We need
Where
more
every
artistry.
every hip hop artist is a rapper, but not
every rapper is a hip hop artist.
No, not
like
at all.
Kendrick Lamar, that's a hip hop
That's a hip-hop
artist.
artist.
Absolutely.
Kanye West, that's a hip hop artist. Well,
All
yeah,
right,
that's a hip hop
so
artist.
all right, let's take a second, right? Let's all sit here and be like,
Logic is not a hip hop.
no, fuck you. First,
Logic, Logic.
So, hold
no,
up.
No. Oh,
fuck,
go ahead, go ahead,
fuck
go
all
ahead,
that.
go ahead.
So let's
disagree with
all
what I just
sit
said.
here
Actually.
and and be like, what is the definition of a like hip hop artist and what's the definition of a rapper? Because for me, a rapper is what like you focus on more so like the flow and
It's
delivery.
cadence, flow, rhythm.
Yeah,
and
all of
Yeah,
that shit.
the technicality, yeah.
The hip hop is more so like
The creative spirit.
the creative spirit and like a storytelling elements and all of that
Okay,
extra stuff.
Let's go
On top of
Let's go
the
around,
other rap
let's
stuff.
Give everybody a chance to speak, like because I'm sure we all have our own thoughts on this, and we're all coming from 5 different perspectives.
Yeah.
We,
But like I said, yeah, that's me. So it's like for a rapper is you gotta focus on the flow, delivery, cadence, all that other technical aspects, the wordplay, especially the wordplay, and then like with hip hop, it's got to be more like creative storytelling. In some cases, if you want it to be like that, have some thematic elements to it, whatever the fuck the case may be, on top of like some of the rap elements sprinkled in. It doesn't have to be perfect like that, but like it's there,
Yeah.
right? But the rap is there, right? So for example, like Eminem, he's like the best of both worlds in my example, because it's like he is a fucking rapper, but like this nigga in his early days when he did what was it, Current Call, like he literally has a whole theme
I will
behind
say
it.
I think Eminem now is more a rapper than
Than an artist.
he is a
I
hip-hop
would say so.
which sucks. But he was a hip hop artist. Like those first like 4 or 5 albums, like for sure were hip hop.
Yeah.
Sean, we haven't heard you speak in a while. What's your mindset? What's a hip hop artist? I know you're passionate about this. Too. Is Sean fucking excellent? We're talking.
I wouldn't say like a hip hop. I wouldn't say like a hip hop artist. I say like hip hop's more like a expression, because like hip hop started with what, like graffiti and DJing and like breakdancing. So I think it's more the expressive, how you express yourself, and then rap is kind of more is like how you deliver yourself, like on a beat, or maybe it's like a cappella freestyle. Like when I think of rapper, I'm thinking about like Mos Def when he was freestyling that famous Mos Def video.
I never actually
I
watched
think
that.
of Young Meek Mill, man. That's why.
Yeah, that's when I think of rap, that's what I think about. Hip hop is more like of like your choice of expression. That's what I'm thinking about it.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, so then Pat.
Pat, what's on your mind?
A lot. I think this is like my personal thing. I think for me to consider a rapper to be a straight up hip hop artist, they have to have at least one album that I can look at and be like, yeah, this is an art. Like this is art. And I feel like even a lot of my top tier rappers aren't necessarily hip hop artists by that definition, because they don't have a particular project that I can consider to be a piece of art. So like I'll just go back to Kendrick, because Kendrick has multiple pieces of art. Good Kid, Mad City is an artistic album.
You want a fucking Pulitzer for Damn, dude.
Damn is an artistic album. Kendrick doesn't have any non. You could argue Section 8, but I would still say that's pretty artistic. Yeah,
I think Section 8 is still.
I think Kendrick doesn't have a single thing in his discography that's not considered to be artistic. And I think Kanye's, Ye is kind of like the same thing for the most part. A lot of his things I would consider to be art.
All right, so then what about his first album?
What, College Dropout?
No, not Kanye.
Oh,
Kendrick. Yeah.
What, Overly Dedicated? Or
Yeah.
Dedicated?
Was it? Yeah, overly dedicated.
Yeah, that was his first.
I didn't hear it enough for me to point out. As
Because I would like while it is his first, obviously it's not his best. Because we don't necessarily sit here and always count first albums like that. But like when you look back at it, it was like, what theme is he really going for? Like that. It's like Kendrick back then is like he was more on the like off-brand weird shit, when it came to his rapping.
in the club.
well, he's
Yeah.
exploring. Yeah. I think you have to have that phase where you're at least biting or inspired by somebody. to start.
You'll never find your own original sound. Like
Ever, like until you take somebody else and be
no,
like,
my first
like
2 projects were Brockhampton albums.
like Kendrick used to be basically like a Lil Wayne, because that's who he said it was his biggest experience when he first started. If you listen to some of his old songs, you can hear the Wayne influence. The same thing with Drake. I think J. Cole would probably be more like a Biggie, a Jay-Z type of deal when he first started off. So
He
like,
said he was a Nas fan, though.
I think Nas
can
does
hear
make
the
more
Nas,
sense.
You
Yeah,
hear the Nas?
Yeah, and then after that he fucking met Diddy and then fought that motherfucker.
Facts.
but
Now he knows too much.
So yeah, I think for me to consider somebody a hip hop artist, they gotta have at least one piece of one album that I could consider to be art.
So now I'm gonna ask you this, no bias whatsoever. was Drake at any point in his career a hip hop artist? At any point.
I would.
I'm gonna say
yes.
Because I think that if you're reading This Is Too Late is art.
I think nothing was. I think the one before that was
Nothing
also
was the
art.
same?
Yeah, I actually say even the one before that is also.
Take care.
I love those 3 Drake albums a lot. I'm not even going. I can't hate on Drake too much, but I can't say anything bad about those 3 albums.
Man,
The thing is, like, I also don't think Kanye West is a hip hop artist now. Like, the shit
Now, no.
The shit that he puts out is not.
I would say he's more of a.
Like Vultures.
I would say
Vultures 1
I
and
didn't
Vultures
even-
2 are low.
I
it's
didn't
low
even
effort,
listen
like,
to Vultures.
low effort, poorly mixed, like literally strictly made to generate.
I did not listen to Vultures or Vultures 2.
If your sole purpose for making music is to watch your bank account statement like fucking shoot up into the air, you're not doing it right.
But it didn't.
I mean, there's a
have
lot of people.
It didn't have like because like at least recent Kanye or Ye, apologies, has a formula. Like
Ye.
he's gonna do like 9 months of trolling, and then he's gonna. No, it's true.
No, it is
you're right.
true.
It's
9
funny.
months of trolling. He's gonna break up with somebody, and you're gonna get a masterpiece.
Yeah.
And Vultures doesn't have. Well, that is parts of those elements. Like he broke up. There was a divorce. Maybe it hit different this time, and he just couldn't produce. But it had like a garage band element to it that I kind of appreciate. Like I like that raw, like almost unmastered sound. But for me, and I apologize if I'm talking too much. For me, I feel like hip hop, like what is hip hop, is what enriches the culture. Like it brings something that nobody else. You can't get what's happening right in that moment anywhere else. You can't listen to that and say, "Oh, that's Brockhampton," or "Oh shit, that sounds like it." There's no, you know what I mean? Like there's some people who have a space that is unlike anybody else's. Like in that moment, you've created a lane that I have to gravitate towards because I can't find it at any other store. And then the things that are rap are reproduced consistently. You know what I mean? Like I could hear Sexy Red, Sukiana, and who's that other third one? Sexy Red, Sukiana, and Glorilla, and probably not know. You know what I mean? I'll hear all 3 of those songs.
No, that's fair.
I'm getting the same messaging. I'm getting the same sort of like elements. Like they're gonna talk about their ass and how rich they are and how to scam men.
Lotto.
Yeah, Lotto.
I'll disagree on Glorilla. I think Glorilla is legit.
She don't even write her own lyrics.
That's true. She doesn't.
She doesn't?
No. And that's another key
crazy.
defining element for me. If you don't write your own
don't
stuff,
write your own shit, you're
you're excluded. You're excluded
Yeah.
from the hip hop conversation. Period. To me, anyway. Not everybody though.
I mean, if you're in a group, and
Yes, like-
and,
You're bouncing ideas off each other.
NWA.
Yeah, I was just good.
Yeah, because Ice
yeah.
Cube wrote a majority of their lyrics. So
But,
like,
so like, what about like having it sometimes?
Baby Keem wrote "To Pimp a Butterfly."
I don't know how true that is. I don't know.
He wrote it while he was on his Minecraft YouTube channel.
yeah, might as well like her on YouTube.
But like, so then, like, I get if it's like written all the time, that's one thing. But like, what about sometimes? Because obviously, there's like there's the whole writer's block.
I'll propose this. If your piece of art that Pat is referring to
It was written by somebody
written by
else. You ain't
somebody
no
else,
fucking
get
artist.
the fuck
Respectfully.
I think, but actually, I have to double back for a second.
Yeah.
Ice Cube is hip hop, for sure, like undisputed. Ice Cube can do things Eazy could never do.
Yeah, exactly.
Eazy cannot do the things that Ice Cube could.
Yeah,
do.
absolutely.
You know what I mean? So that's
Actually a perfect example. Yeah, because
that's the defining trait.
Yeah.
Is can you create something that nobody else is creating right now?
yeah, and Ice Cube's definitely up there. Yeah.
Yes. So I just like, and again, like, and following up on like what Sean said, it's like, you know, you have like, it's an expression. So it could be breakdancing, it could be graffiti, it could be emceeing, it could be DJing. Is what you are providing like yours. You know what I mean? Or different. It don't have to be yours because hip hop borrows from so
Yeah.
much.
Yep.
You know what I mean? It's almost like a cultural gumbo. And then you have these people who are trying to turn like cultural gumbo into like McDonald's, and that's what I consider rap.
This thing's
Like that
No, that makes
perfectly
sense, yeah.
packaged, like that that, you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I
Like,
get exactly what you mean.
This nigga
You want
fucking
to be part of my podcast?
what you laughing at, son?
He's a cultural gumbo, but it's like, but like it's just facts though. 'Cause everything's all mixed together.
Mixed together.
Just call it a
it's a
fucking melting pot. Yeah.
Well, gumbo works
But
too,
then you
yeah,
use it
but-
transition cultural gumbo. McDonald's is like the fast food process.
Yes.
But gumbo
fake
takes so
shit
much
and they
work.
pushing
And,
it.
yeah, no.
the
Exactly.
poison.
Yeah, the poison.
poison,
But
yeah.
gumbo comes from like that's a natural source. So yeah, I fuck with that. But also like I feel like with rap, like we're in different times now.
We are.
Like we're also
Yeah.
we're dealing with people who has like anxiety, mental issues. Even if I had it in the past, but I feel like, you know, if we look at rappers that were coming up back in the day, Ice Cube, NWA, Big Pun, Wu-Tang, Mobb Deep, you got people that's coming from like the cities of like Brooklyn and the hoods and stuff like that. So it wasn't until, you know, we're coming down to like what, 2000s, then you got 50 Cent, and then, you know, Lil Wayne, and you got the Drakes and the Kendrick Lamars. We're bringing, you know, different taste into, you know, the rap game.
Okay.
And then you're navigating through that, and then now you got people like Ice Spice and Sexy
We
Red.
sound old as hell. I'm not saying that we're wrong, but we just sound old as
No,
hell.
we do so. Our age is definitely showing.
Ice
but-
Spice is so fucking ass. Sexy Red is so ass.
I mean,
Fucking-
yeah, but also, what about their music?
I'm a nice fan though.
I was an Ice Spice fan until she started beefing with Nicki, and that's when I had.
That's literally every fucking female rapper at this point.
I was an Ice Spice fan. I
Not
found out how she
Glorilla.
did her friend
Not
on
Glorilla.
on that tour. That was crazy. Yeah, that was some crazy shit. But
I'm gonna throw my hat into the pot because I think, despite what you may believe, I probably have the oddest perspective here out of everyone because, in case you can't tell, I'm not black.
You don't have to be black to do hip
But
hop.
that's what I mean. It's like there's this whole stigma that hip hop and rap is black music.
Yeah.
And I am constantly reminded every day by so many fucking phenomenal artists. We were just talking about Mac Miller. I think Mac Miller is hip hop as fuck, yo.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, absolutely.
He is.
That dude like put his fucking heart and soul into making rap. I'm gonna say it, and I know that probably not all of you have listened to this album, but I mentioned it before. And I know the name that I'm gonna say is gonna sound fucking weird for when I say it's hip hop. But Jack Harlow put out an album back in 2022 called Jackman.
yeah.
That was hip hop to its core. It like as much as you can dislike the stuff he's putting out now, I dislike the stuff he's putting out now.
I fucking love Jackman.
But Jackman is that's a hip hop album, yo. And you know, for the longest time, I was convinced like that I couldn't enjoy hip hop and rap because you know I wasn't black, and like I've been proven wrong like time and again. Like that hip hop is what James calls it's cultural gumbo. It's the melting pot of music. Like anyone if they really want to put their heart, mind, and soul into it can be hip hop, which is like one of the most beautiful things. That's like we didn't sit here and make a fucking music podcast. We made a hip hop podcast for that reason. This podcast is hip hop. As much as that sounds like odd to say, like this is a hip hop.
No, it
podcast.
is.
We put our time, we put our soul, we put our effort into it, and like that's to its core. That's what I see hip hop as. If you are putting time and effort into making something that you're proud of, into making something that you think like is kind of, I know it's kind of like a burnt out term, but it's for the culture. Like that is something that I think really makes somebody hip hop. Whether that culture is exploring yourself. One of the people I talk about all the fucking time on this podcast, Denzel Curry put out Melt My Eyes back in 2021. Love that shit. That's a hip hop ass album, yo. And it's like, and he doesn't talk about the culture like that. He only talks about himself, which is like a really fucking important thing for people to do. And I think that like, you know, we can shit on the new age hip hop all we want, but like, I still think that there are artists who are putting out stuff that is really truly legitimately hip hop, which is like, I really wish that more and more people would take the time to just kind of dive deeper into it, because you know we're only ever scratching the surface when we talk about mainstream hip hop,
absolutely,
mainstream rap. But there are people out there who are putting out projects that are like, even the local artists here. I've seen some people at live shows here in Connecticut who are fucking legit, yo. I want to shout out KW to Goat. That guy, I follow him on Instagram every day. He's putting out shit that like speaks to himself, and that is like one of the most hip hop guys I know.
Yeah, and
Prolific.
Prolific,
too.
another guy.
I'll say straight up, after listening to that artist showcase we had, I will say with 100% certainty, majority of the people that performed that day are better than better than a lot of the people that we have that were like are being like upped as like popular rappers. There's a lot better people in the more underground type of things. That
and that's exactly why like Prolific wants to sit here and like help build or at least help show the scene.
Something for the Connecticut scene that nobody has.
Like make it more like known, like show people like, oh yeah, there's a scene here, and like we have people here. It's like, wow, yes, it's understandable. For example, like KW, like he recently moved down to Atlanta to sit here and like try to build roots there, but then he to my knowledge also said that he's gonna bring it back here like once he sits here and like does something down there.
Like that's a beautiful fucking thing for like to be able to do. Like I hate to do the self plug. I'm gonna do the self plug.
Go for it.
I've been making music for 3 going on 4 years now. I don't think I made a hip hop project until the last one. That is like a sincere thought that I have. Because for the longest time I kind of tricked myself into thinking, I'm gonna go back to this earlier, like that I was playing a character there where I wanted to generate revenue and like get streams and I tricked myself for a really long time into thinking that like the music I was making was really who I was. And it took something traumatic for me to really push something out of me that like I sincerely thought was like hip hop to its core, because it was authentic and it was real and it was vulnerable. I think that while it may not be as prominent as we know it, because the Biggies and the Pacs and the Jays and the Nas's, Nas is still around. We know that Nas is still around. Like, they're not really on the charts anymore. They're not really speaking up anymore like they used to. There is still really fucking good hip hop out there.
You just gotta find it.
You just gotta find it.
You just gotta really look.
So it's so much easier to find than people think it is.
Yeah, you just do your research, or even for fuck's sakes, if you're listening to something random and it's not on your fucking like songs or any specific playlist, it'll literally fucking start just playing some random bullshit.
Every week, Sean brings up somebody new. I'm like, I never fucking heard of them.
Yeah,
I'm gonna search. And it's like
literally, bro.
Every time I look at your Instagram story, you're playing something. I'm like, I've never heard of this artist. You're playing on fucking Monster Island.
I'll give you a fucking example. For like a couple days ago, I forgot what fucking playlist I was listening to. I was just like in my head and whatnot. Like, then I discovered this random artist named Leon Thomas, right? And
name sounds familiar.
Right, I think that I feel like that's
a very familiar.
Yeah,
is he the actor from?
I want to say that, but I don't think he is. Because he look. Because if you look at him, he kind of does. That's why I was like, I'm pretty sure that's him. Right?
Because he does have.
Right. That's him. That's him.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So I'm like, I knew he produced for other people, but I didn't know
he has writing credits too.
Yeah. I knew he had writing credits for a lot of people and whatnot, but I didn't know he actually started making his own shit like that. So like when I saw him, I was like, oh shit. And then when I looked at it, I was like, is this that motherfucker? And I was like, nah, really? I don't know. But point being is, I saw him and like a randomly song popped up, and he literally just dropped an album recently.
Is it hip hop as fuck?
No, it's just like an R&B album for the most part. It's called Mutt.
R&B? Mutt?
Yeah, the album itself is called Mutt.
M-U-T-T?
Yes, M-U-T-T.
That's a dog right there, bro.
Yeah, he literally in the art cover, it's a fucking Doberman? No, Bloodhound. I'm fucking
one of them dogs.
I think it's a Doberman. I don't fucking know. Point being is that I listened to 2 songs off of this album. I listened to the whole album anyway afterwards, but the first 2 songs that I really fucked with, like after I heard, was Mutt. Literally, he has a song called
self-titled.
Yeah, self-titled song, and he has a regular version, and then he has a remix version with Freddie Gibbs.
Oh, shout out to fucking Freddie Gibbs, dude.
The Freddie Gibbs one is the one I like a lot more. I don't think I listened to the one without Freddie Gibbs. But point being is, when I heard that shit, I have not like had that like not on repeat at least a couple times throughout the fucking day for the past like week and a half now. I literally know the chorus, and I fucking sing the fucking chorus, for fuck's sake.
Hilly don't sing, bro.
Yeah, dude.
Hilly angrily grumbles it.
Fuck you.
But I mean, like that's a great fucking point to like. Music is so easy to find.
What's up, James? What the?
Yo, Leon Thomas has songwriting credits for Ariana Grande.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
It makes sense because they all
Yeah.
My point being is like, bro, like that, and then also like that led into some other shit, like this artist named Armando Young that I listened to like 3 songs off of random shit that I heard, and then also what the fuck like maybe like a month ago I heard of this artist like just from scrolling through my fucking feed on IG. His name's No Comment, like with a K, like and it's fucking amazing. Like there was 2 songs that I really like. No, 3 songs. Sorry, is Call Me. Then there's one. Fuck, I'm just gonna literally look it up real quick. But point being is No Comment. All right, Talk Is Cheap, Get On Up, and Call Me. Like those 3 songs I really fuck with because like the way that it like gave the presentation on the, at least in the ads and whatnot, it's like if you really fuck with like early Pharrell, then you'll like the style of music that it and I thought about it as I'm listening to it. I was like, that's, you really hear it. Like I fucking hear that shit. And it sounds amazing. And that's why I fucking love it. Like Talk Is Cheap and then Call Me. Those 2 songs alone, if they don't give you like early Pharrell vibes when he was like in clips and whatnot, like
So are we talking like offbeat falsetto and shit, or like
beat making, like
okay.
production wise.
Yo, then Chad Hugo and Pharrell. I hate that. I'm sorry. Continue.
No. I get. It's a whole new. It's a whole Neptune like things and whatnot. But like, I'm just saying like that early stage and like time and whatnot.
Yeah.
Where it's like you hear all like these like, I want to say the biggest example was like that I can give you is like One It Like That. It was like, you know, just like the whole beat process, like I'm not saying the beats like that. I'm just saying like that kind of style of beat where it's like it sounds weird, and then next thing you know it connects to something like really fucking dope and whatnot.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what it.
I like that.
Yeah,
I like that.
Hilly
I like
gave me a
that.
perfect idea, and I'm gonna talk for a bit so that we could all process this before we, because I think this is a perfect way to end the episode because we're
hitting that time.
We're hitting that time where the episode's gonna end pretty soon. So I'm gonna start talking for a bit, but while I'm talking, I want you guys to come up with 3 artists that you think that either we haven't listened to as a collective, or that the world needs to know about right now, because the world needs to
the world
needs to know about these artists like right fucking now. I think this episode has gone fucking phenomenally. You know, originally we were just gonna talk about album covers, but I think the tangent that we kind of spun off on when we talked, you know, the whole conversation about what really is hip hop and what really is rap, I think kind of encapsulates what we want to accomplish with this podcast. You know, we're approaching this time recording, like we've tried to kind of take this as seriously as we can. In case you can't tell,
I'm risking my class, my grade. For this shit.
Sean's risking his grades. Hilly's risking his grades for this. Sean's risking working with a business owner. What? Sean's trying to start a fucking LLC. Like,
all right, we're not joking that shit anyway.
And like, you know, we for the longest time, I feel like, kind of going into this, like we've been recording since what, October of last. It's almost been a year of recording, or more than.
No, it's been over a year at this point.
We've been recording for over a year, but for as far as you guys know, this podcast has only been coming out for about 2 months. And for us, it's been a really big deal to just kind of record stuff, and like after each record kind of be like, damn, that was a really fucking good record. And we really haven't been able to get that much in those early episodes. Like once in a while, if you hear an episode that seems kind of old and isn't up to our quality, that's probably because we pulled from a vault episode. But you know, like for us, it's like this type of episode, I think. By the way, I just want to take the time to, can we just please fucking give our dog James Robinson a round of applause for
thank you
for slotting.
And thank you for having me. Honestly,
he slotted himself in here, and it felt like nothing changed. My biggest worry, you can ask Hilly, I'm gonna be honest right now, I was worried that like the dynamic was gonna change when we throw in a fifth body, and like we were worried about you not showing up because we were approaching record time, and like, but you slotted in and you fucking fit right in. It was like it was like any other Speakerboxx studio episode, which is like fucking awesome, because now we know, you know, you were our test run. We've been recording for a year, and we've never had anyone else like properly sit down and like Aiden has come in.
Yeah, we had like an interruption where like everybody's in the fucking room.
Yeah, people will come in and like talk to us during a record, but like you were our first like proper guest, so you know we want to thank you for that. I think this is gonna go back kind of in history as like one of the most important episodes that we'll have, because we just sat and talked about something that we're all like really fucking passionate about. I think that was a conversation that we know that we wanted to have for a while, that we didn't have an opportunity to have because the time never felt right, but it was an honest and vulnerable conversation that we've been looking to have. And, just as a collective, I'm really proud that we were able to kind of sit down and make that happen. This is a creative endeavor that we're putting kind of all the cards in right now. And it's nice to see a collective effort for it. James, this is not going to be your last time on this fucking podcast. I promise you.
I'll come back through.
When the MF Doom episodes happens, keep your fucking.
Oh, he doesn't fucking know, James.
James.
What?
So
We'll keep that for the MF Doom episode.
We'll keep that for the MF Doom episode.
Understood.
We'll leave that as a surprise.
All right, say
Because
less.
then James could beat the shit out of me for that episode.
Wait, what day is the 31st?
you're spoiling yourself now.
31st is a Thursday, Halloween?
I already know your thoughts. We got beef. No, it's cool.
What you mean?
Yes.
But yeah,
We won't listen. I don't know what beef for at least with MF do that you think we have, but you're gonna have beef with this motherfucker.
Okay, understood.
But yeah, I mean, this is our goal is kind of have the goal that we were looking towards, which is like kind of the that Pat brought up was to have a 30 episode minimum before we really feel like we're taking this like to the fucking finish line. Like this is like end game type stuff. But as far as I'm concerned, like this episode and everything else we've recorded before this, it's like it's high quality stuff. And for as far as this episode goes, like, and I'm sure everyone else can agree with me here, like, we're pretty proud of this episode. And we hope that you stuck around, and if you made it to this little rant that I'm doing at the end, so that everyone can pick their own little artist.
Yep, I'm literally. I have my artist.
That you stick around for more episodes because I'm sure next week's episode with Chris is gonna be fucking awesome. Whenever the next episode we have James back on is gonna be fucking awesome, and every episode we do afterwards is gonna be fucking sick. So
I'll start off.
We're gonna start off with Hilly. Go around in the circle. We'll end with me.
Yeah.
I'll do a little outro.
All right.
We'll be out of here.
So,
Three artists, Hilly, give me-
as I said before, no comment. Another artist, Dear Silas.
Spell that out for me.
Like deer, as in
Deer as in like
the
animal, or as in like the deer geo
deer. Yeah, if you're writing a letter.
Okay.
And then Silas, SILAS, not Y, like not like league. Anyway, and then also, while he's kind of have
I'm gonna write these
simple.
down so that I could send him to Pat so that he can.
Yes, while he has some like kind of pull, like I wish he like would release more often. Aaron May.
Aaron May is
I like
fucking
Aaron May.
phenomenal.
Yes.
Aaron May.
Like
Some Aaron May tracks.
there's one song in particular that like he put off of like I think an EP from like summer 19, and it got removed off of Spotify, and I was really pissed. And it was like one song in particular, it was Talk My Shit. I love that song. But like the other songs that he has, I listen to a lot of them, motherfucker, and I wish he would have more, at least like another album, for fuck's sake. So his last album, it was good, and then like some new shit like that he drops as singles, like it takes me a bit to like sit here and really fuck with it a little bit more, because at first there's some I don't really fuck with it, and it grows on me.
There you go. Pat, what do you got?
I'm trying to find three. I only got one so far, but it's a duo, so I guess it kind of has two.
Go for it.
They used to be a group. It's called Group Therapy, but it's a duo now.
Do they go by group therapy still?
Yeah, Group Therapy is there.
Group therapy. There you go. You come up with more at the end. We'll look back to you. I know this motherfucker Sean has been itching to say something.
Yeah, man. First one I got is Silky Southern out of Atlanta. He's part of the Backseat Clique. It's a group of like really talented rappers, producers. Backseat House is actually the name. My second one, I'm gonna shout out my man Lord Ra. His Instagram is Old Man Ra. He actually followed the Speakerboxx Studios page. That's my man.
Hey,
Shout out to
Fucking
him.
shout out to you, bro.
shout out, brother.
He's definitely dope. He makes his own beats, and he raps. And then my third one, I'm gonna go with New Villain. He's out of Toronto.
I feel like I've heard that before.
I've definitely heard that.
I'm like, obviously people are gonna throw him into like the MF Doom like kind of mystique, but I think he just delivers in a way that's really just him. Like you're not gonna listen to this thing MF Doom, like you're gonna think like, okay, this is just New Villain. Like his flow, his wordplay, like he is like comic book culture influence, but that's my top three right there.
Okay.
Pass it on to the Midday Marauder.
Yo, thank
Just,
you. Before I get started, I promised myself I would start and finish this with a shameless plug. So please check out Monster Island Saturdays 5 p.m. On 107.7 WFCS. And my 3, I'm gonna cheat a little bit. So I'm gonna go back, like way back and give everybody a homework assignment if you're listening. Check out Aesop Rock's Labor Days. He has a style that isn't like anybody else's. It's kind of what I was discussing earlier about things you can't find anywhere else. Aesop Rock is one of the few people I've ever listened to who will never use the same word in a song. And I think that takes a lot of skill. Yeah, you're looking at me like that sounds crazy. And it is. He's crazy. Check out A$AP Rock, Labor Days. It's an amazing album. It's from way back when. Then there's a lady out of Philly. She follows me. I follow her on Bandcamp. I love her. Okay. Ivy Soul, IvySole out of Philadelphia, doing some really cool stuff. And my third person is Mandela Ishkia, which is Eskia. He's hilarious. He's into comic book stuff. He does a lot of like he does a lot of skits. I think he's hilarious. He's an anime nerd. He also happens to rap. I appreciate those things. And that's my 3.
There you go. So I probably have the most popular person on this list. But I still think his stuff is super fucking underappreciated. Mavi, I saw Mavi live 2 years ago before he kind of properly got into where he is now, but he is still putting out high quality, fucking insanely like in-depth, like conscious hip hop, which is my favorite type of hip hop. I love conscious hip hop more than anything.
Same.
Budman, it's Budman. He also ends his name with a period every time. Super. His name I think on Instagram is I Love Granny 69, which is so funny. But super talented rapper. He his sound is really cool. The way he does wordplay is like super interesting and kind of ties a lot into like romance, which is like another kind of soft spot for me with hip hop. And then Saints is actually a credit on the Lost Biani project because it's my good friend Ellie Andrews over in Austin, Texas. Ellie and Aiden, two of some of the best artists I know, and the fact that they don't get more streams is fucking insane. I'll be sure to show these guys some of their music afterwards, but stream Saints because they are some of the one of the most creative minds I've ever worked with. When I did my verse on the wall with Ellie, I originally put out a verse that I really was just kind of putting it out just to put it out, and he hopped on that song, and I rewrote my entire verse because I knew that I couldn't let him body me on my own track like that, and he still bodied me on it, but my verse is way better because he pushed me to do better on it. So definitely stream. Yeah. That's hip hop right there. That is fucking hip hop right there. Push your peers. So yeah, definitely those 3: Mavi, Budman, Saints. Shout out again to Dave and Aiden over in Texas, and we'll see you guys soon. We're gonna work in the studio soon. Pat, you got anyone to add, or is it?
No, we'll end
right there.
Yeah.
All right. With that, guys, you finished listening to us in the Speakerboxx Studios again. My name is Hilly, aka DJ Hilly
hand
D.
rubbing's picking up on the mic.
Oh, it is. Okay, my fault. Whoa, hand rub on the mic. All right.
The Birdman rub.
All right. Anyway, I'm Hilly.
Brother.
All right. So again, Speakerboxx Studios. You listen to us. My name is Hilly. To my right is
Pat,
and then in front of him is
Sean,
and then to his right, we're gonna go you.
And I was Gio, and finally
to our guest is
James. Nice to meet you guys.
Hey, and with that, we'll see you guys next time.
We'll see you guys. Thank
Peace.
you. Oh my God, it didn't crash. It didn't crash.
Speakerboxx.